Yeah.
Super happy to have today conversation with my friend Rasmus. We have met because of LinkedIn, and on LinkedIn we stay connected. It's very interesting content Rasmus brings to my feed, and I was curious. So why not to share with my audience and also tell more to Rasmus audience why he does video content and how it's related to what he does on a daily basis as a professional.
Yeah.
Rasmus, hi. Can you give us short introduction of you?
Thank you, and hi to you too. I look forward knowing as well. But hi, I'm Rasmus. I'm from Denmark. Started using LinkedIn more actively about a year ago or so because I saw some possibilities and wanted to try them out to make my job easier, so to speak, and reach a larger platform in a faster way. I work for a company called Dan Thurman Sales, and there we sell a lot of various technical equipment for climatic solutions in all sorts of various industries, but typically very technical solutions. So that's the fast explanation.
It's the easiest one you chose because you have many different angles of your personality, and this is why I got hooked to your profile and to the posts you bring to my feed. Because one day you are kite surfing, another day you are skiing, third day you are skateboarding, then you are within some construction site showing me all the solutions that already have been applied. Can you tell me, yeah, what is your what is your life? What does it mean to be, sales professional? And as you told me, you are a dad and you have all those hobbies. How does it fit all together in your life? What is your
Well,
life?
my life is, I believe, it's quite good, and I guess I should be happy every day. I am as well. I'm active. Live near Copenhagen with my lovely wife and my lovely three kids, or now two of them. I have large kids, so I'm not stuck with small kids, so to speak, and that often gives you a lot of spare time. So, and in my spare time, I try to be as active as I can. I started skateboarding when I was a little kid, and once you know skateboarding, then snowboarding and kite surfing and all that comes quite easy. So I've always been hooked on that, and I haven't let gone since. And living near Copenhagen is actually also quite a good mean of transportation. Um, Actually, the fastest way I can get around Copenhagen and to Copenhagen is on my electrical skateboard. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to be as active as I can besides work, and of course enjoy my family and friends.
But
Um,
yeah, but being active, it's also privilege for us as your community because you trigger us to be active, to enjoy life. You're not only sharing, product information or inviting potential customers to buy solutions from you. You are engaging us through your life to the service you provide. And this is the angle how I much appreciate you, that you show your personal twist to the service and the product. You can be very helpful to your existing and potential clients.
yeah.
How does this idea came to you, and how did you find the comfort in showing your personal side? Because this is huge for so many people. It's like, no way, I'm gonna show my everyday life. How did you start with it?
Well, I started up thinking that I should be able to do some more and use, for instance, LinkedIn as a platform. I realized it's a good platform, at least here in Denmark. It works very professionally. There's no Facebook or Instagram it's not used in that manner. It's a very professional tool. So it's often very serious, and what I also realized is that much of the contents at least the content I was getting in my feed, was very static and often quite boring, and often something you just scroll by. Either it was a picture or four pictures from a site, and then a story, or it was perhaps some sort of a case story made by a marketing department. And I tried sharing some of these from our own marketing department as well, but quickly realized that there wasn't any interesting hit rate in it. So I thought I'll try and make a little movie, and try and make a little angle to it, make it a little funny first of all, and just make something that you don't see on LinkedIn. You can see thousands of similar videos that I do, but on other platforms. Um, so yeah, I tried making a movie. I can't really remember the first one I did so far, but and I quickly realized doing that I got a very large hit rate back because it was something different. And often it's also very unpolished. It's right here and now, without any sort of manuscript or anything. So and I think there's a tendency that people accept and appreciate that it's here and now, and it's unpolished, and it doesn't matter that you trip upon a word or whatever, because we're all just human.
True.
So what I also quickly realized is that if you want to catch people when scrolling through LinkedIn, you have to have a headline that catches people, or something in the very first seconds of the movie that makes people stop. And there I quickly realized, doing it on snowboard or doing it on skateboard or whatever, that was a completely other scenario that people were used to seeing. So I very quickly got some positive feedback. Also with the tiny funny angle I try to put into it all the time. I realize all my videos is of course in Danish, because I'm responsible for some of the sales for the Danish customer group. We have a large export department, asking if I could do it in English as well. Everything's possible, you know. Um, um, but yeah, and since I started, I got so much positive feedback, and also positive feedback from the customers, appreciating it, and getting actually some active response for various of our products, for projects and whatever. So instead of trying to book a meeting here and a meeting there, this is a quick way to hit 1,000 people in a day, and get the feedback from them saying, "Hey, that's interesting. I've got a project, and so have I, and so have I, and so have I."
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very quickly a no-brainer that I should continue.
True. Sales is about numbers, and here on LinkedIn you do it at scale. But the one thing, there are many moments very valuable from what you told us. The one thing you said, that yeah, LinkedIn is professional tool, but then you show us yourself, kite surfing. One hand you pull the bar, another hand you have your telephone, and then it's like you are kite surfing. All the other guys are in the offices, and you speak on some topic. How do you feel is this fine line between professional and personal, because here you merge them together?
Yeah, well, if you're dedicated enough about your work, and you take pride in it, it's always in the back of your head. Some videos I do in my spare time, because there is a great scenario or
True.
an occasion for it. When I go snowboarding, it's never in my work time.
No,
Not
I
neither
just
kite
I just
surfing.
mean I just mean the content is so triggering, it's really
Yeah,
engaging. Yeah.
yeah. But no, I actually forgot the question you asked me.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's about this, professional, you said
Oh yeah,
serious
yeah,
platform,
yeah,
professional platform, and then you on the skateboard, on the kite surf, on the skis.
yeah. But to trigger people, you have to make it as an angle. Either you have to make it funny, or some will use clickbait. That's a
Yeah.
word that's been invented here in the
Yeah.
last, I don't know, 10 years or so. Um, I don't see mine as clickbait because I try and do a serious input to the viewers, and typically our customers seeing it, so they get the relevance, but they get something interesting to watch as well.
Yeah.
And most of the sales I do is long-term sales with
Yeah.
customers that we try to bond with and make a relation to. And it was actually an eye opener for many of those as well, when I visited them afterwards. I didn't realize you were kite surfing. I thought you were like just reading manuals and legislation all day. So they saw another side, and that of course, that has helped to get us even closer. So every many customer meetings often start by talking about kite surfing or some of all the fun, and then we
Have,
get serious.
yeah, have you noticed that maybe you have triggered some customers to be present on LinkedIn just because I'm gonna post something interesting? Please join me, because
Uh,
not everybody is on LinkedIn, or majority of your clients use LinkedIn. How do you?
the majority of our clients is on LinkedIn. In Denmark, it's a very common used platform to share info between businesses and connect. Uh, yeah, they're all there. What I'm trying to do is of course make some funny, interesting comment, and then learn more about how to use hashtags and all that. Because in that sense, I'm old. I'm
Don't
I'm
worry about hashtags.
I'm closing
Do
50s.
do what you do. It's already amazing. But you mentioned that people love this angle, of personality. How would you rate the similarities of the online world and real time relationships? Why it's important to add this personality on the online presence? Because on normal life we are used to it. We have chit chat, we have some jokes, we have some hobbies, and then we speak business. Why
Yeah,
people are afraid of doing the same online? Why would you give a suggestion to bring it out?
yeah. Well, I think it strengthens. That's hard to say. Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes it stronger. That's another way of saying it. It
Yeah.
makes the relation stronger because they see the people behind the sales rep. They usually see,
Yeah.
and as a sales rep, you're often extrovert, and basically I can sit down and chit chat with everybody about whatever, just to start a conversation. That's our nature as many salespeople is. But in this way, I'm showing also, of course, me behind the scenes, which ultimately I can feel gives a strong relation to our customers because they see me in my spare time, what I also do, and they get a step closer to seeing
And
who I also am.
how do you think, is it even possible to build such depth of relationship and trust if the content comes only from the company page?
Yeah, that's not possible. Then it's a matter of yeah, customer meetings one to one, physically, and
So
having that chit chat to get a bit closer to each other. But in this way, I guess I give them a bit about myself also behind the scenes. Yeah.
You're well tanned, you're happy, plus they're more educated and more bonded with you and with the
Mm.
product and company, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. How would you rate the responsibility of the content we create, and what is the purpose of the content? The context is really, it really matters. How would you share your thoughts on that?
On what
The
what do you mean?
value of the content, the context, the
Oh yeah. Yeah.
information you provide. What is the importance there?
Well, I try not to make it too complicated, and try not to not necessarily get everything because a video shouldn't be too long. And if I need to remember all the technical details and mention everything, everybody's going to be bored and scroll away. So maximum a minute or minute and a half to write some headlines and say, hey, we do this, we know about this, and there's more to it. So contact us. We know about it. That's the main message I'm trying to create. Sometimes for a very specific and narrow audience. It could be about sustainability on our residential ventilation units, and that's a very narrow audience. But they get the message, and they note it,
Is
and
it, yeah,
yeah.
is it only that when you reach the customer, when you go to see them, you get the feedback, or you get this feedback constantly through other
No,
channels?
I get it. I get it online on LinkedIn in the comments straight away. Many people say, "Ah, great, another video from you. Thank you. Ah, finally something funny or interesting to look at. Something different, actually." That's what
Yeah.
they say. And also when I go to conferences, we're at what's it called, shows and so on,
Exhibitions, yeah, shows.
exhibitions, yeah,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
and meet my fellow competitors. I often get a lot of comments directly from those guys as well, saying you're doing a good thing. We should do the same. And I say, well, you have a phone and a camera, get working.
It's the best compliment, right? When the
Yeah, yeah,
competitors.
really. I don't understand why they don't just pick up the phone and do it.
But how do you think you are active and you have very colorful point of view on the life, but
Mm.
the other professionals, they might not have as many hobbies, and maybe they are less secure. What could be the angles, because you use video also in the construction sites, on the
Yeah.
meetings. It's not only you on a kite surf, you don't have to be everyone, but
No.
on regular basis, how would you suggest where to create content, where the ideas come, where they could come?
Yeah, well, often for me, and if you scroll through my videos, I think you will find more videos from construction sites and places like that. And there you get a chance to also go behind the screen or go behind the curtain and show all the technical stuff. And if you, for starters, can find a funny angle. Every construction site I visit, they have a building crane, and it's actually just a matter of asking if you can get up there, and yeah, sure, we can arrange that, and then you can film it from up there. That's both quite funny personally to try that. It's not every day you get that chance, but it's also a great starter for a video, if you're not afraid of heights, at least. but but yeah, and then it's a matter of for me showing also good solutions that my customer makes. Sometimes there's been quite intelligent engineering behind it, or somebody's done a really nice job. So it's also a way for me to boost them through my LinkedIn videos and appreciate the cooperation that we have. And obviously, I tag them in the text, and hopefully they share the video as well, and we get a common lift from it. So
This is very important topic you touched, because without the collabs, the LinkedIn is even not possible, right?
uh, it's,
Without the collaborations, it's not even possible
no,
to
correct.
scale any message.
No, exactly. That's yeah. And
Yeah, you go.
no, yeah, I was just about to say that yeah, it's also something that obviously this is my personal LinkedIn channel, but I'm representing my employer, and they're free to use it as well, as much as they can in their marketing. So yeah, it should be a collaboration with marketing as well, so they support.
Do you think it's even possible to separate marketing from sales in
No,
today's
no,
life?
no. In 44 minutes, I have a marketing meeting with the guys in the company, so it's not possible.
But what stick to myself is when you say you go to the construction site, you see this crane, and then you want to get up and make the video. I think it tells about you already, that you have this kind of mindset and habit, that you think about situations already parallelly, how I can create content which will be useful for my clients or the potential clients. So you are generating content along the working situations, because
Yeah,
you know that this way you can scale the support for existing clients and engage new clients. This is already like happening the
yeah.
same time. Otherwise, you would be on a construction site, then you go to the meeting, make one email, make one call, and then it's like not possible to scale it up.
Oh, that's true, and I'm always looking out. With the job I have, I get a lot. I'm often traveling around a part of Denmark, helping customers on site, and typically getting to visit places that you don't normally get to visit, and that's where you have to take advantage of the situation and say, "Hey, I'm in the tallest building in Denmark. Obviously, I should make a movie from here because we supplied some units for it, or whatever."
But
Um,
I
but again,
agree. Yeah.
yeah, it can work kite surfing as well. You just have to make some sort of parallel to kite surfing or snowboarding or whatever.
Like I went running this morning and made a content
Yeah,
about engaging CEOs.
I saw it. I liked it as well.
But yeah,
But it's true that it's important with a strong cooperation with marketing, because the salespeople are the ones visiting the customers, understanding their needs, and they know the language as well. Not to say anything bad about marketing, but they can often be very marketing wise, and they don't know about technical details in various products, down to sustainability and energy efficiency, etc., etc.
but do you
And
think
that's
it's
where we need to to
yeah?
to to talk to get the right things highlighted.
But how do you feel for the relationship building and sustaining? Is it even possible that the marketing department can create the content which you can use as a salesperson on your daily, basis to engage existing and new clients? Like, could someone from marketing create content which could replace your video? It could. Do you think it's possible?
Well, no,
No, no,
no,
no.
because no, because it has to be personal. It's going to be too polished,
Yeah.
and if they should do so, they should hire somebody to stand in front of a camera, and then the money is going to start rolling. What I hear from our marketing is as well that the hit rate I get on my LinkedIn videos is far larger than what they get on their LinkedIn platform, even if it's a fancy fancy creative video, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's of course related to that through many years on LinkedIn. Of course, we have a network. Um, so so and
Speaking about network, Rasmus,
yeah.
how long have you been on LinkedIn?
Ooh, I actually don't know, but it's quite a long time, probably, I don't know, 15, 20 years or so.
Yeah,
But always just been there to have a profile, because that's why you have to need to have a profile. And I've also obviously LinkedIn works the other way around. So if you're out actively looking for a new place to work, or people are looking for recruiting,
yeah.
it's not a secret that I get many how do you say, contacts for job offers, or
For the video content, maybe they need the video content creator.
perhaps it's a video content creator. Yeah, typically it's technical sales, or something like that, similar.
But yeah, but Rasmus, during your long experience in real life and also on LinkedIn, um, how would you describe the formula for the trust? How do you build your reputation of the good person, good partner? Where is the magic?
Well, the magic is support, and being honest. Often, some in sales, you talk about two types of persons. You have a farmer, or you have a hunter. The farmer, he will grow his customers, and rely on a good, solid, loyal customer database. A hunter, he will hunt anything that smells like blood to get an order, and then on to the next, without building a relationship, and perhaps not with the opportunity to sell again. If you want to create trust with a customer, it takes work. It takes probably a year or two, typically, to get a fully loyal customer. And the way to get it, of course, is to take them serious. To know what you're talking about, you have to know all the technical details. You have to know about legislation. You have to know about everything, so you can advise them as well. Because being able to advise a customer on the way in a project can save them a lot of money,
Yeah,
or or or, or it can save them from spending a lot of foolish money, at least.
true.
And from that, you'll definitely gain respect. And the most important thing is once the sale is in house, that you follow up on it, so you're available afterwards when something goes wrong. Because when you sell, let's say, 1,000 ventilation units, there's going to be a problem with one or two of them, of course. And then it's important that you back it up, and you're ready with the support for them as well. That's what makes the difference. Um,
So one is your online reputation, like you are engaging, you speak to the value for your customer, but the other thing is in real time that you are there supporting and providing this care in a long term perspective.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's that's very important. Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting how you described about the farmers, but how from your perspective on LinkedIn, how would you describe? I believe we can see both farmers and hunters, right?
Yeah, sure. They're all there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, and any other channels you use for client support? I mean, building new relationships. Big besides LinkedIn, what else do you use? What's the method?
I don't use any other platforms. The company I work for, Danfern, they do. Um, Obviously, they have a very large website, and try to get as much traffic in that way.
Mhm.
And obviously, I try to direct some of the traffic in that way as well,
Yeah.
so we can get the requests, and get the contact to the customers, get the awareness. We use YouTube as well. We have a YouTube channel. I'm not the one controlling it, but I have done some instructional videos that we have for our installers, and that's one way of supporting them as well. Because when they're on site building 200 new apartments or whatever,
Yeah.
um, we've all learned from our kids that a DIY is so easy. So that's helping us a lot internally. When people call and say, "Hey, I need to do this. How do I do it?" Because manuals is one thing; they're often just chucked away. But a quick 4 minutes YouTube video, like a DIY, telling them step by step, now you do this, now you do this, and then you're done. That helps them a lot as well. So we're using actively YouTube as well to show installation movies. Some of them are hidden, which you need VIP access to,
Hmm. But
and it's a
luckily,
matter.
yeah.
What? Sorry.
No, luckily everybody has access to your LinkedIn videos.
Yeah, luckily they do. Yeah, but the other ones often get a bit too technical that we want to put them out in the public,
Hmm.
and there's also some crazy legislation about if you open an electrical machine, there's always a chance of getting electrocuted, and if we don't do the right disclaimers and somebody gets hurt,
Yeah.
it's McDonald's. The coffee is hot
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. But Rasmus, in your videos, I don't speak Danish, so I don't understand. But how do you also maybe do you practice do you yourself? You know this concept within your videos. So what is the context of the videos? So what is the message? How do you try to communicate? What is the value you want to provide through your
Well,
videos?
as a salesperson, basically the value I want to give them is the visibility of the company I represent and all the products we have, all the solutions. Uh, Dantham have a huge assortment of products ranging to many different markets and various types of customers, and it's impossible for us with the team we are to get that out in the world to everybody. Doing meetings and traveling from A to B, visiting customer one, two, and three. So it's for me important to create the awareness and perhaps get stuck in their mind that hey, they know something about cooling, oh, they know something about heating, hey, they know something about ventilation or air purifying or odor treatment or whatever it can be. uh, so
It's good.
whenever I have the chance, I try to yeah, if I can find a funny angle or a crazy angle from a crane, that's always a good starting point for me. And then I quickly use 5 minutes to think through what do I want to tell about this? How can I connect it to where I am and what I'm doing? And then I grab my phone, and then I typically do a one-shot video. And with my editing skills, I cut it down in both ends. Say, okay, this is what you're gonna get, and upload it with a headliner.
How many versions have you tried the maximum in your experience? Like,
Uh, I think two videos I had to do again one more time. One there was a
awesome.
car passing by making noise, and another one I stumbled too much upon the words, so I had to redo it. Um,
It's awesome. But
but again, it doesn't matter that it's a bit unpolished. And if you tremble upon a word, you can always just catch it up later again by saying another word right and make a make a connection to the first mistake you made.
yeah, there's a even if I don't understand Danish, I feel that there's a lot of humor and humanity, in your videos. This is what I love, even not speaking your language. And I guess this is what people appreciate as much as the information about solutions. But you
Yeah,
mentioned that your goal is to bring visibility, like brand awareness of the assortment of the solutions. But
exactly. Yeah,
I hear very like greatly that this is also how you generate leads, right? Because you said the feedback is measurable.
yeah.
Um, have you ever like done any content with really like purpose, not to speak about product, but really to see, yeah, if I can have new meetings, new clients from this topic?
No, I haven't been that direct so far. But my calendar is too full already.
It's good.
Luckily, I don't have to reach out in that way, so to speak. But of course, every video is an invitation to contact us. We know about this stuff. Don't hold back. And if I'm too busy, I have a huge background of colleagues, approximately 600 on the worldwide basis. So I'm
Yeah.
sure that I can find somebody competent and willing to step in if I haven't got the physical time here and now.
So next step for you could be videos in English with the captions, so the global prospects approach you, and
Yeah,
then you can just put it in CRM for your customer
yeah,
service.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are talking a bit about it. If I should have perhaps two LinkedIn channels, an English and a Danish one.
Yeah, it's not possible on the private profile. You have only one.
Ah, okay. Well,
Otherwise, you confuse people. Who is Rasmus? The
I,
first
I
one or the second one?
yeah, I'll just invent myself Rasmus Brink too.
But yeah, I really appreciate you being my partner for this time discussion, Rasmus. It's very valuable what you have shared and what you bring every day to the feed. Any thoughts, any encouragement for any professionals on this platform? Because you said your calendar is full and your
Yeah,
company really respects what you do, because you bring the change for the clients
yeah.
and for the company. Any encouragement, suggestions?
Well, the encouragement is as Nike so beautifully says it, just do it. Um, Not that I'm branding Nike, but anyways, it, it is actually just do it, and it doesn't matter if it's a bit unpolished, because we all have an iPhone or a smartphone, so it's just to reach down the pocket. Um, I know for many it's a big issue because it might not be good. I might say something wrong, but uh, do another video then. If all crumbles, just try again. Because eventually, when you've done it 5 or 6 times or whatever, then you're going to be satisfied with it and throw it up. And the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Um,
Just one question for you.
yeah,
How would you suggest to encourage people to start creating content and not to be afraid to represent the large brand, global brand, very serious solutions and very serious customer base? And now I can take my phone and speak, about the company, about the product. I mean, so many people are afraid to start just because of this reason. What is this, mindset you have to put, and where you get the strengths to go out with the content?
oh, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure what to answer.
But it's a
But
very important question.
yeah, but I don't see any companies not appreciating why they shouldn't appreciate their employees trying to make awareness of the company or the products. If it was up to me, I think everybody in our company should do it, down to the accountant and the guy in the warehouse or whatever. Because when it comes down to it, we're all salespeople. Um,
True.
our support sitting behind us, helping our customers. he's representing the company and selling us as well, because if he's doing a good support, and then it's a huge value for our customer. Our accountant helping them with payment issues or whatever. So it's all the way around. When it comes down to it, we're all representing the same thing. So we're in a sense all salesmen,
Cool.
or sales people.
Salespeople.
Sorry, that's
Or
how it's.
relationship people. We build relationships and
Yeah,
trust.
yeah. So
Rasmus, yeah, I would invite you for another session sometime soon. Then we can make practical, live uh, video coaching. That would be
yeah,
awesome.
definitely, I'm up for it. I'm just looking around my table to find something to start a
or
video with.
or free space in your calendar.
Yeah, that I can
Yeah.
find, no problem.
Yeah, I very much appreciate you for sharing your experience and your great
Sure.
energy. I believe it's a good encouragement for those who are seeing us live or who will see us in recording. But yeah, thank you very much for today's talk.
You're most welcome. And again, just get your phone out the pocket and try it out. It doesn't hurt.
True.